Hi, good morning, everyone. By way of introduction, my name is Alvin Williams, and I head up DHL's Express Business Development, Partnerships, and E-commerce segments. Glad to see the amount of participants today. It's very promising. Everyone's looking into cross-border trade by way of e-commerce, and it's something that we thoroughly encourage, especially for Malaysians. It's a good way to earn, bigger money overseas in US dollar and Sing dollar. That's wonderful. So in respect of time, and I think we're a bit short of time, I'm going to express this as is what we usually do, right? Deal with express shipping. So sorry, it's a bit hung. Okay, so our value proposition, we are from DHL Express. So what we do is we pick up documents and parcels. We pick it up from you, from your doorstep, documents and parcels, and move it around the world in the fastest possible way. So DHL is available in every single country and territory around the world, 229 plus. So once you get on board with us, basically the world is your oyster, right? You get to ship everywhere around the world. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to just quickly jump into some cross-border myths that we've gathered over the years of handling cross-border e-commerce. And some of the things that have come up are things like, the cost involved are too high. Again, we've got to ask ourselves, these costs you're looking at, are you looking at it from a Malaysian buyer persona, or are you looking at it from an American and Singaporean buyer persona? Don't forget, their currencies are 3 and 4 times stronger than ours, and we are shipping things from Malaysia to the US. These are thousands of kilometers away, right? And at $25 for the first 500 grams, I think it's pretty realistic, and it's something that's acceptable to your American buyers. Yeah, so you've got to obviously do a bit of research with regards to who your buyer persona is going to be overseas, and then associate that cost with them as well. In terms of shipping security and insurances, it's something that we do. We generally started as a B2B delivery business. We still are very much heavy into B2B. E-commerce probably accounts for about 20% of our total shipments, which is still a fairly large amount. Having said that, we move things for large companies such as Apple, Intel, and things like that. So our security measures are very high and very stringent. So you can be rest assured that anything that goes through our network is very safe. Okay, in terms of customs requirements and foreign taxes and VAT, we actually do have a system that will enable you to key in your product descriptions and things like that to then find out what would the total landed cost going to be like, and from there you can then plan what's your selling price going to be and things like that. So this is all available through systems. If the systems don't work for you and you rather speak to someone in person, we are supported by 150 cross-border specialists. These are our sales people from an enterprise level right down to telesales as well. Yeah, these people are equipped with the knowledge to help you through your journey. In terms of tracking capability, we are definitely trackable. We have very, very stringent and very detailed tracking, which you can get through our website, www.dhl.com. In terms of validating online information, research, and things like that, this is where you can reach out to the partners to ensure that your research is correct, and perhaps then you can utilize some of their services as well. Okay, in terms of shipping and routing requirements, firstly, we talk about packaging. Ladies and gentlemen, you are going to be shipping things very quickly and very far away, right? So one of the main things that you need to look at when you're shipping overseas is to ensure that you're shipping with the correct, packaging materials. Ensure your boxes are at least double ply, they're cushioned, and they can take some form of impact. This impact is not from mishandling or anything like that, but you've got to remember things are moving through aircraft. There would be turbulence at times and things like that. Things move. So just ensure that you secure your shipments the way you would want to receive a shipment yourself. Okay, so if there's a need to look for partners and things like that, do reach out to us. At the end of the slide, we have our details. We can share with you some packaging solution providers as well. Okay, so Do you fulfill by Amazon or do you fulfill by FBA? I mean, FBA or FBM, right? So we ship both ways. We can do fulfillment straight to Amazon fulfillment centers, FBA, and we do merchant fulfillment as well, where you can ship to individual recipients overseas. Just to share with you, we have a very close relationship with Amazon at one of our major hubs in the US. When we are having a low time, usually this is after our peak periods in the morning and the evening, Amazon actually uses our facility to do sortation. Yeah, so we do have a good relationship going on. We understand how they operate and where their locations are across the world, including the US and Singapore. Okay, in terms of transit times, it will come, I will share with you in the next slide. Our transit times are class leading. Yes, but unfortunately, we are in unnatural times at the moment. A lot of airlines are not flying. Just to share with you for general knowledge, during normal times, about, I would say, close to 60% of the world's cargo actually moves on commercial airliners. So you may be on a plane to the US with your baggage, going on holiday. In the belly would be cargo that is also destined to the destination that you're heading to. So with that reduction in capacity, whilst DHL, we have increased our capacity as well. But honestly, there is more demand than supply at the moment. So our transit times are still class leading, but during some peak periods, like during sales periods and stuff like that, do expect just maybe a day or two longer transit times. Yeah. In terms of shipping documents, okay, all of this can be sorted out by way of using our system. Everything can be done through the system, creating your shipping labels. The invoices can also be done through our DHL, My DHL Plus, which is a system that I'll share with you in the coming slides. Yeah. Understanding country regulatory is one of a major thing that you have to do before you start your business. And again, this is where we can use the system that I shared with you earlier, trade automation system, as well as reaching out to your individual DHL account managers. When you sign up with DHL, what you do get is a dedicated account manager that will help you through your international shipping journey. Yeah, and again, they are very well much trained to assist you. Okay, so we look into connectivity into the US and Singapore. Someone mentioned earlier about de minimis. Okay, so de minimis is the maximum value where you can ship into a country without being taxed. In the US, being a trade-friendly country, their allowance is up to $800 FOB, yeah, $800 per entry per day. Yeah, so if you have shipments into 3 Amazon facilities in the US and you want to not pay tax, do ensure it does not exceed $800 a day. Our transit times to US, next day into the West Coast, mainly into LAX, Seattle, and the likes. All right. Obviously, this is also the benefit of having the time zone behind us, but it's next day service. Into the Midwest, you're looking at 2 to 3 days, 2 days into the East Coast as well. And these are for low value items that will not be taxed. Anything that exceeds $2,500 will be a formal entry, and you will need to appoint a power of attorney provided to a broker. Yeah, so I would suggest, if you want to keep it simple, ship below $800 to enjoy the tax-free entry. Now, if you look at Singapore, it's another country that appreciates free trade, and they have a de minimis value of 400 Sing dollars or 1,200 ringgit. Shipping into Singapore is very easy. They've got the GST regime, so anything that exceeds that, it'll be taxed with GST, but they have accounts and stuff to make it seamless for you. All right. Transit time is next day into Singapore, yeah? All right, so how do we help you manage your shipping? Everything is automated at the moment. We have a system called My DHL Plus. It's been recently updated. It's a lot user-friendly. It's a way to create your shipments, manage your custom documentation and things like that. It's also a place where you can manage your address book, you can get your shipment history, schedule your pickups and things like that. Again, I did see a question in the Q&A. There's no need to drop it off. When you sign up with DHL Express, we actually perform the pickup from your door. That's why we call it a door-to-door service. Now, one may also say, hey, I've walked into your retail outlets and shipping is very expensive. Yes, we do have a few sales channels with regards to setting up an account with DHL. When you do call in, or if you do reach out to us by way of social media or the website, do indicate that you would like to set up a e-commerce business and you're looking at cross-border trade. What we have is we actually provide you with a e-commerce pricing, and we handhold you for 6 months to enable your e-commerce journey to be seamless. Yeah, and with that, you would get class-leading pricing, which will enable your business. Apart from that, if you're also running a website and you're doing multi-channel selling, you can have our plugin, which also enables you to connect to Amazon. So you prepare your shipments. Say if you've got orders from multiple channels, you can prepare it in one platform at the end of the day and ship it out. Yeah. So we provide class-leading pickups as well, as late as 4 or 5 p.m. Depending on where you are. Yeah, and it gets uplifted on the same day for deliveries across the world the next day, or the best day according to the transit times of those countries. Okay. To ensure your customers enjoy a seamless delivery, and a sale is not done until a customer receives it and puts a positive review on your account. Yeah, so to ensure that our customers are happy, we have this interface called the on-demand delivery. So as a customer who say bought from Amazon and you are using DHL to ship, they would actually receive a message saying that you have a delivery coming from DHL, and so happen you're not at home, or the delivery time that we've provided to you does not work for you, you get to choose from one of these 6 options what you want to do next. So you could change the delivery date, you could leave it in a safe place. Now, this largely works in countries like Australia, as well as the US, where they are quite comfortable having their parcels left either by their doorstep or in a particular place. Yeah, so leave it in a safe place. You can also leave it with your neighbor or concierge, or even at your guard house if you have one. You could collect it from one of the service points that we have dotted across the world, across the countries that we operate in. You could then choose an alternate address, or if you're away on vacation, we can hold it for you for 30 days free of charge. Yeah, so this is another service that it's provided. It's all FOC, as long as you're using DHL to ship. We also believe that trade has to be sustainable, and sustainability is one of our pillars as well. And that's why we have this thing called the paperless trade. These days, you need not attach a physical invoice. You can actually upload a physical a digital invoice through our system and just have it processed that way. That way, there's no attachments of invoices to your parcel. We have it in our system, so there's no issues with regards to customs clearance, and obviously less trees get cut down, and trade becomes a lot more sustainable. Earlier on in my presentation, I shared with you about the DHL Trade Automation Services. Okay, it's a system where you can actually check on duties and taxes for total landed costs for countries you want to access. It's available for you, and it covers about 56 countries, which is where 95% of the world's trade moves to anyway. So it's available 24/7 whenever you're free. Go in, do a bit of research, and that will set you up to ensure that you're safe and all your pricing is done correctly as well. Okay, with that, I've come to the end of my presentation. I'm keeping it short and sweet. Please scan me down there to get our details. If you'd like to reach out to us, we are happy to guide you and consult you on your cross-border journey, and I wish you well. Thank you.